here for the 20-minute tarot reading? Okay, perfect. Have a seat. My name is Krystal. I have been reading tarot professionally for 25 years. I'm a licensed sexologist. I'm a spiritual medium. I've been working in this field for as long as I can remember. I knew the tarot deck before I knew the alphabet, okay? I know the tarot deck like the back of my hand. I know a little bit better than the back of my hand, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I have a lot of wisdom I can offer you. Do you have cash? Good, because that's all I take. Alright, have a seat, get comfortable. Are you open and willing to receive all energy coming at you right now? Okay, are you willing and ready to receive all messages coming from the spirit realm right now? Okay, I need you to say it with me. I am open and willing to receive all messages coming to me from the spirit realm. Okay, perfect. Alright, we're going to be using the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. This is the second edition. It's by J.R. Rivera. Let's just get right into it. Spirit, what messages do? What was your name again? Right. What messages do they need to hear right now? Alright, we got a lot of energies coming up right now. Do you mind if I smoke? You want one? Here you go. Okay, what I'm seeing right now is that you are in a waiting period, okay? You are currently experiencing a bit of lagging in your life. You feel like things have been a little bit slow lately. Well, that's because your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whatever you want to think of it as, your ancestors, whatever, they're getting it ready behind the scenes. They're getting things ready for you behind the scenes, and it might not feel like it right now because you're in that waiting period. And the reason for that is because you are hanging on to somebody or a habit or something. You're holding on to something that's preventing you from stepping into the next chapter of your life. There's something here that is just, you're just holding on to for dear life. Do you have an idea what it is? Do you know what that might be? Okay, so it's a somebody, it's someone, it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. Okay, right. That makes sense because you are gripping on for dear life with this person, and this is what's preventing you from going into the next phase of your life. I'm seeing that you and this person have deep ties to one another. You and this person have multiple past lives together. There's unfinished business here. Is what I'm picking up on. It's either on your end or it's on theirs. I'm not sure what it is. Spirit's not being very clear about that, and we don't even know that information because it's just going to complicate it. When they don't want me to know something, they don't tell me for a reason, okay? But what I'm saying is that you gotta break this tie. You gotta break these connections that you're all down to. You gotta do. Alright. What I'm sensing you need to do right now is a cord cutting ritual. Okay. You need to sever these ties because they are unnecessary. These ties are unnecessary. I'm telling you, you do not want to go forward in your life with these ties still happening. Basically, what a cord cutting ritual is gonna do is it's gonna sever those ties. It's gonna nip it in the bud. It's gonna get rid of it, okay? Because as the longer you keep going with this person in your life, you are just piling on the negative energy. You're piling on that bad karma, and you're just making it worse and worse for the both of you. It's just getting worse and worse. You know, I'm picking up that the unfinished business is on their end because or you need to do something. Spirit right now is just telling us you need to break the connection now. That's all Spirit's telling us. So I'm thinking the unfinished business is on their end, or the unfinished business is on your end, but your soul just doesn't care anymore because it's just, this just needs to go. This connection just needs to be rid of, is all I'm picking up. It's necessary for the both of you, Two of Cups. Okay? It's necessary for the both of you, for you to take matters into your own hands and break the connection. Okay, you know, a lot of people, they don't believe in witchcraft, and they get scared of spell work because they don't want to step in and mess things up. They don't want to take matters into their own hands and end up making it worse than it would have been if they just left it undone. But that only happens when you are ill-advised by some freak on the internet with blue hair who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. If you are inflicting harm on somebody who doesn't deserve it, if they deserve it, then you inflict all the harm you want. I'm a believer in whatever you get, you get. Whatever you give, you get. That's what I think. But basically what I'm saying is that you need to take matters into your own hands, because the only other way that you would regret taking matters in your own hands is if you don't follow a proper guide and you make a mistake while you're doing the spell. I think spells, they need to be at a level that you are not going to make any mistakes. No, I've been practicing witchcraft for about 17, 16 years. And what I have noticed is that if you think you are a level 3, you need to be doing spells that are for a level 2. Because if you're doing spells at a level 3, you're going to make a mistake. It's bound to happen. So you just need to do something at your own level. Have you ever done spell work before? Have you ever dabbled in wicca, witchcraft, and whatnot? Okay, well then I'm going to send you home with a real simple cord cutting ritual, guide. It's going to be real simple. You do not want to do this under a full moon, unless that full moon has to do with releasing energies. This past full moon we just had in Capricorn would have been perfect, and next month's full moon in Capricorn is also going to be perfect for that. But I don't think you should wait a whole month to do this. I think you need to do this. I would do this honestly. Spirit isn't real good with numbers and timelines and stuff like that. I would do it this week. I would do it as soon as you can, as soon as it feels right. Don't do it while Mercury is in retrograde. Do you hear me? I don't think you heard me, honey bun. Do not do a cord cutting ritual while Mercury is in retrograde. Okay, I need you to write that down right now. Take it here. Here's a notepad. Here's a pencil. I need you to write down. Don't do a cord cutting ritual while Mercury's in retrograde, because Mercury's all about communication. When it's in retrograde, that communication is not, we're not able to get it across smoothly. Okay. So you don't want to do that during that. You don't want to do it during a full moon, unless that full moon is about releasing. Then I think then it's all right. But other than that, don't do it during full moon. Don't do it while Mercury's in retrograde. But once you do sever this connection, you are going to step into prosperity and abundance, and so much love is going to enter your life. But you need to break these karmic cycles. You need to separate these ties. You need to undo this generational life, this past life, soul conflict. You need to break it up. Sometimes conflicts, they can be resolved. Sometimes you just need to walk away. I knew that with my ex-husband. I was married for about a decade to a gorgeous man he had. Oh my God, when he took off his shirt, I swear to God, the minute he took off his shirt, my pants came off too. I don't know how it happened. I was not in control of it. I didn't make the rules. I just followed them. But I was engaged. We were married for about a decade. We'd been dating on and off for 15 not being faithful, and I'm open to polyamory, but you need to talk to me about it first. I'm the kind of person that if you want to experience something like that, you gotta talk to me about it. And I could have gone on board with it, but because he never talked to me about it, I just felt so betrayed and hurt. And nowadays, I don't really believe in misogyny for me, but not misogyny, monogamy. Call that a Freudian slip, if you will, but basically what I'm seeing for you, I got a little bit carried away with my husband because he's dead now. He died in a boat accident down in Lake Mead. But the point of the story is that you have prosperity coming in once you release this person. I'm actually sensing a move. Have you been thinking about moving? Is there a city you've been wanting to move to? Well, you're gonna end up, when you live there, you're gonna end up actually being able to heal yourself from some of these traumas. You're actually gonna be able to heal the collective through some of the work that you're gonna be doing here in this new location. But it cannot happen until you separate the ties that you have with this person. Okay, so you're just really not going to be able to heal the collective and heal yourself in this new location because you can't go there with them. You don't want to do that. I don't want you to do that. You shouldn't want to do that. That's not how you want this to go. Okay. You want to move on from this person. You want to heal, and then you want to make the move to this new location. All right, that's what I'm sensing here. So I really need to stress how important it is that you do this cord cutting ritual. That this is going to be something that is going to heal the collective as well as yourself. This is going to be something that everybody is going to benefit from once you do. So you really want to do this, and I would do it this week. Honestly, I would do it this week. I need a little more information. Spirit, what information can you give? What more information can we receive about? Okay. Alright, so basically, what I'm picking up is that you're somebody who really wants to be independent, and that is wonderful, and that has served you in your life. That is something that came from survival. You had to be independent. That was something that you needed to do. It was a necessity for you to be independent from, I'm sensing it was your family. You had to move away from your family at a young age or something, right? So you had to take matters in your own hands, and you learned that's a part of who you are, is being independent and making do with what you got. That is something that you have adopted as a part of your personality and your identity. But if you want to succeed at the levels with which you do want to succeed, because I'm seeing you're a very ambitious person. You are somebody who wants everything that life has to offer you. You are somebody who wants to step into abundance. You remind me of myself back when I was your age. I had to move out of the house when I was 15 years old. I had to take all the pigs and goats with me. I had to raise my little brother because my mom was a drunk and my dad was off doing whatever he was doing. I've never seen him since I was 5 years old when he went out to get milk. The whole story. It's a cliche at this point. Sorry, I just let out a little toot. Sorry about that. I had some real bad okra for lunch, but basically you need to start reaching out for help if you want to succeed at the levels with which you do. You're not going to be able to do it on your own, and that is something it's a really hard pill for you to swallow, because up until this point you've had to do it on your own. You've had to be by yourself, and now I'm sitting here smoking a Marlboro Light telling you that you need to reach out for help. That can be real tricky, I understand, but what I'm telling you is that nobody could do it by themselves. The level of which you want success in your life and abundance and prosperity, no one would ever breaking generational curses in your ancestral bloodline. You have ancestors from ancient Greece. Have you ever been told this? You have ancestors from ancient Greece, ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, somewhere like that. There are people in your bloodline who we read about in the history books. I don't tell this to very many people. There are people in your bloodline who have changed the course of humanity, some for the better, some for the worse. You come from a very significant bloodline. And when I talk about bloodline, I do mean your ancestors of your flesh and the ancestors of your spirit, because we do have spiritual bloodlines, and there are people in your spiritual bloodline, there are people in your flesh bloodline who have changed the course of humanity through war, through art, through storytelling, and you are no exception. I don't necessarily see fame for you. I don't necessarily see billboards and magazines and awards and Oscar ceremonies. But what I do see is legacy in a larger sense than Taylor Swift and Rihanna and Madonna and whoever else is popular nowadays. Last time I turned on the radio, I think the person that was playing was Whitney Houston. And I know that she's been long gone from the crack pipe, but you have, look at this Knight of Wands. I want you to look at that picture. How she's holding this, and he has that crown on. And there's a storm happening in the background. This cigarette's done. I want you to look at this, and I want you to, what do you think of when you see this? That's what I thought too. I thought about Jesus Christ. I'm not a believer in the Holy Scriptures. My family tried to get me believing that when I was younger. I said, let me go play outside and play with the Fae. That's what I said. I said, I want to go outside and make an offering to the Fae. Of course, I know not to do that better now, but they were easy on me because they knew I was a kid, and they didn't stick around for much longer. Nowadays, I know how to use the Fae to my advantage. But anyway, what I'm talking about right now is that you come from a significant bloodline of people, and our time is technically up, but I want to know more about what you're supposed to do with these ancestral ties. Spirit, what is my client? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your name. Right, what do they need to know about their ancestral ties? That is really something. Okay. You have been told lies about your ancestry and about your place in this world. You have been told a false story because the true story is too much for somebody to handle. Somebody like you, somebody so artistic and delicate. Basically what I'm seeing is that you have been put here to change the course of your family's and humanity's existence on planet Earth. Now, I'm a believer in reincarnation, and I believe that Earth is basically school for your soul, for a lack of a better way of explaining it. I think that we come here as human beings, as flesh and blood, to learn lessons about life and learn lessons about karma and breaking cycles and whatnot. And then once we have graduated, we move on to another level of consciousness, because everything is always constantly being recycled. And what I'm seeing for you is that you are nearing the end of your lifetime on Earth. Not in this physical body. I do see a long life for you. To be completely honest, I see a life longer than you would like to live. into your 90s, possibly 100. I'm getting the number 102. I don't want to live to be 102. I'm thinking once I'm 80, I'm just gonna start giving away all my stuff and just hope that the Lord takes me. That's my mother talking with the Lord. I don't believe in a Lord. I believe in multiple deities, whatever. You have been put here to change the course of humanity, and I know that is really daunting to hear, but I don't want you to really think about it like that. All that means for you is that you have been put here for a very special purpose, and you have what it takes because you come from a long line of people who have been put here for a special purpose. That special purpose being to change the course of mankind. So that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for coming by. Honestly, I don't do this very often, but I am sensing a curse that has been placed upon you by somebody. It could be the person that you. Oh God, there's shit under my nail. I was eating some peanut butter earlier. There's a little bit of peanut butter under my nail. I do sense that there has been a hex or a curse placed on you, so I'm gonna send you home with a protection spell. I'm gonna, you know what? Well, follow me into my study, and I'm gonna find you a nice cord cutting ritual guide, and I'm gonna find you a protection spell, and I'm gonna find you a spell that's gonna help you break that curse. I'm gonna do this free of charge. I know a lot of people, they say you've got a curse limit. Let me get some more money out of you. I'm not gonna do that because I don't believe in that. I think whatever you get, you give, and if I'm giving you a free guide to breaking your curse, then I'm gonna undo some of the bad karma from when I was mean to my friend in middle school. So follow me right here in my study, and I'm gonna find you a good guide on how you can break the tie with this significant other who is just no good for you, and I'm gonna find you a good protection spell and a good hex